Hello, my name is August Khofatsamodicha Powers, and I know it's been such a long time, and it has not necessarily been because I have been busy, but I don't know, it was just an I don't know phase. I traveled, I went back home, and I returned. I have a job this summer. It's all okay, and that's the state I feel. If I were to describe how I am and how things are standing right now in my life, usually I have like something motivational to say, something strong, something inspiring. But right now, I don't like this. I don't like this level. Everything is just okay. There's no threat. There's no pressure. There's no speedy progress like I am used to. It's just flat out okay. And I'm just so uncomfortable with the stage of my life. I just came back from, spending a good time with my colleagues, and, I don't know, just something clicked on the way back, just having a conversation with our Dean of Students, Craig Lennon, that this is not where you should be. And August, instead of waiting for the next email or invitation to speak somewhere, to talk somewhere, or waiting for an opportunity to come knocking on your door so that you're able to help the less fortunate and etc., why don't you create your own door so that you are always in your element, so that you are always in a progressive, constant state? I don't like this me that doesn't know, that's just existing, that's doing things according to the book. This is not the August I know. The August I know goes the extra mile, knocks on people's doors, and that is what I want. I'm about to turn 20 literally next week, and I do not want the next 2 decades of my life to be exactly the same or similar to the past one that I'm about to leave right now. I can't sleep. I mean, one thing that I can say has been doing well is my health. I've went to the gym for 2 days straight in a row. I wake up early in the morning and I exercise. And I do that because I know the food here, it's really hard to keep a diet like the way it is back home. It's easy for me to keep a diet back home, but here it's difficult because of the food, and here there is no choice. If there's pizza and you're hungry, you rather just take that pizza and not go hungry just because there's no salad or greens like you want to diet. So that's one thing that's been doing okay. I mean, it's only just day 2, but my health, it's doing well. But I'm not happy. I'm not satisfied. I don't like just waiting for things to come to me. I go out and create. Like, I don't know. I really, genuinely just do not know. I don't want to go in and out. I know I comfortably gave myself a title. I am an ambivert, meaning I speak when there's opportunity and platform and need to speak, but I calm down, because I need my time to recharge. I don't know. For me, that sort of sounds like paraphrasing. It sort of sounds like giving an excuse to not be the best version of yourself. And I do know that moving forward from here, I want to be a better version of myself. I want to look back and say, August, you have grown. August, you have progressed. August, you have done so well. Not only have you promised, but also you have delivered. I really want that for me. I really do. I don't see myself repeating the same things I've done. January was good. I got good grades. I'm studying in the US. I'm in the land of opportunity, but all that seems to happen is that I'm just waiting for the opportunity to present itself to me. I'm not going out there to find it. And I'm giving myself excuses not to find it because my day-to-day routine has to be done. I want to go to New York. I want to go to the UN to network, to socialize, to make an impact, to somehow, get better and advanced opportunities. But then I always give myself the excuse that, oh my God, I've got an assignment. Oh my God, I gotta sleep. Oh my God, I'm a OL. I've got work to do, which is true. I'm a busy bee, and when things aren't busy, I don't know, I sort of deflect. I'm like a balloon that does this when there's nothing to do, when I'm just doing what is expected of me. And then I'm a balloon that's like this and constantly growing when I'm doing more than what is expected, when my environment is becoming better. I don't know, I just feel like sharing this with me and with y'all because I do not just want to talk. I want to make an impact. And if it means I'm talking to 3 viewers out there who can resonate with the message I have, so be it. I don't know, somewhere in my head, because I want to be Miss President and all of that, I'm waiting for a big crowd to come. I'm waiting for funding to come from somebody who somehow likes me, and then we move forward. And then that seems to not be happening. And somehow I feel inadequate. And I hate it. I don't know what to do, but I gotta do something. I don't know, times like this back then when things were I would get emails every day, every 3 to 4 days to speak and not be paid for it, because that's one thing I want to emphasize moving forward. I think it's high time I get paid for my talent, especially now that the cost of living is increasing. I want that to improve, so I want to be paid and I want to take my work seriously. But what do I do in the meantime till I wait for a next invitation? What do I do till then? Well, there are platforms. There is YouTube. There is a place to speak and an audience you can command. I feel like I need to be enabled to do something. And because this is a different and new environment, it's very hard to do so. I'm an international student. I'm acclimatizing to the culture. It's very difficult because where I'm from a place of academia. Fun is political jokes. Fun is, debates. That's my fun. But the fun of casual, family-orientated kind of conversation is something that is unfamiliar to me, especially because I'm an only child. I basically grew up alone. My mom was at work 24/7. But even when she came home, all she wanted to do was sleep. So I am in my world, and the world I am used to is one where there's debate, where there's mental stimuli, one where there's, engagement. I don't know, I'm not a master of small talk. And I also feel like in this environment where small talk is a thing, it defines your personality. You're able to say a witty statement just like that. It's hard. It's not hard, but I'm getting used to it. But also somewhere in my brain, it's like your strengths, whether it's mental strengths of being able to reason, of being able to be witty and have an academic comeback, is like going down because there's no longer competition. There's no longer platform. There's no longer opportunity. It's just socializing, and God be my help. Seriously, God be my help. I mean, today was a good day. I did my routine, and then I came back, and I don't know, I just felt down, and I didn't want that at all. My roommate cheered me up, and I'm like, this is not Miss President. You don't need cheering up because you know who you are. This is not me, man. This is not me. Thank God it's not exam time or school time. I don't have that pressure, and because I don't have that pressure, I feel like I'm doing nothing. I'm wasting my time. Listen, I'd rather go back home, and save myself some money, right? But back home, I'm like, let me go to America where it's a place of freedom, it's a place of opportunity, I honestly will say I miss the intellectual conversations back home. They are here, but pray to God you find them. I remember just key people were able to say the most basic of things, and then it leads to just understanding people's world's view. And listen, mind you, this is not planned, it's just thoughts as they come. So, my God, it's thoughts just as they come. I don't know what to do. I'm waiting for something. I want to do something. And even if I want to start something out of the ordinary, one thing I know is that I cannot do that by myself. And in my attempt to do that by myself, I need to have a community of like-minded people. But that is not necessarily the case in my immediate job. I'm not saying they're not intelligent. They are. They're able to communicate. They're able to express themselves. For sure they are. And I'm inspired in many ways. I mean, each individual, you pay attention to them and you gain something from that. But it's not what I'm used to, It's really not what if we spend the next hour talking about Kim Kardashian, I will have a few things to say about her. I mean, she's done well for herself, for a person of her caliber. I want to go to law school, but listen, Kim is going to law school. So put some respect on that name. Respect, not respect. Respect, So yeah, it's challenging. I don't think it's progressive because that's not what I feel. I've been here for a year and I'm just about to usher new people into their new year, and I'm going to my second year and I'm feeling, no, man, something's missing. And voices in my head go, yeah, because you're an only child, so you're forever going to be socially inept. Yeah, you are turning into your mom. Just those voices that speak to you. You don't know whether they're true, but you don't want that. You want to create your own version. You want to be August. You want to look back when you're 21 and say, damn, did I do something? Damn, did my environment change? And I also stand by the fact that you don't need to change who you are because of the environment you were in. Sure, but if the environment you are in is certainly not toxic, it's certainly not negative, it's just one that you're not used to, it gives me that discontent that they're not bad people at all, but it's not your people. And in a sense of intellectual stimuli and conversation and what we see as fun, but also diversity and difference is beauty. You find beauty in that. So I don't know, it's this unexplainable dilemma that I'm in right now, that I'm like, I'm waiting for the fall, and when the fall comes, I'm gonna talk to Mr. A so that we can get this project done. And then the fall comes, and I remember, oh my God, I am the Speaker of the House. Oh my God, I'm Vice President of Model UN, and there's 100 things to do already in those job requirements. But my heart is there, of course. But I want to just do more. I have this idea, but the people that can make it happen are not making it happen. Well, I need to go and knock on those doors, of course, but I do not have time to knock on those doors. I need to fix this job criteria. I don't know if you're following me or if I'm making any sense, but in my head, to me, because I think, basically this is like a reflective kind of, video for me. Oh, man. I need people, and I don't just want smart people. I want people who understand the element of empathy and humanity. I think I relate to that more. I bring in that. I think we learn about the 4 Ps in our political sciences class. That's not what it was called, but it's about politics. There's principle, power, Principle, power, blah, 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 blah. There's 4 of them. Oh my God, Dr. Way is gonna come for me. Principle, power, what's money? I really forgot them. Principle, power, peace, and then one more. Prosperity. I got it! Principle, power, peace, and prosperity. Those are like the 4 things that could help you identify what kind of person you are, number 1, and what kind of political perspective you have. Got it. I'm so happy I remembered it. I did it like, 7 months ago, 8 months ago now. So 8 months ago. So I'm a person who is of principle and prosperity. Peace, I'm not sure about that because I'm a rebel. So if there's something that I'm not happy about, I will speak up about it. So if peace is your priority, things tend to get shoved under the carpet, and I know that for sure because where I come from South Africa. So race is still a controversial, touchy, uncomfortable topic to talk about, and because South Africa just is in pursuit of peace, or because of Nelson Mandela, we have the message of peace, of which I believe in, but it just put so many things under the carpet that I believe one day are going to grow up to become monsters that we cannot deal with, which means we have to deal with them now. The subliminal, subtle racism, we address it there and there. I believe in being real and raw because things get done quicker and more efficiently, and that is what I want. So peace is not necessarily my top 2, but it could be a 3. So it's principle, prosperity, peace, then power. Because power is, I don't know. I think they rank the same, but it's gonna be principle first, then prosperity. Power is at the end. But I think power will come naturally once you have those top 2, right? I don't want there to be like, a riot and unruliness in the place that I lead. That's why peace is above power. But power is just power. It's just power. Meaning you can dictate, meaning you can veto, you can overrule, but what do you do with that? And what good is that for the people you are leading? That's why principle always comes first for me. And I'm not fully a person that believes in the ends justify the means. I am not that kind of person at all. If you have to kill people so that you have a lesser population so that you're able to feed them, no, I will come at you about principle. That is, my train of thought. I think nobody's going to watch this because it's pretty long and I'm just saying things as they bounce off my head. Other than that, but I am a person of principle first. The means and the ends have to find a middle ground. Principle, do things right. Even if it takes 50 years, do them right. And when you do them right, what do you have in your short-term goals? And that is economic growth. That's prosperity. That's what I have, because that symbolizes growth, progress, happiness. If there's money, there's certainly happiness. So, and then peace. Peace is something that happens naturally. You don't really dictate peace. It's a result of there being provision, which is prosperity, and people having a certain perspective of life, meaning they know what is right, they know what is wrong, and who exactly there's argument to be made about right and wrong and who makes or decides what is right, of course. But the element of empathy and being cognizant of the fact that you were human could certainly help a lot. And that's why it's the longer road. I don't think it's the longest road, but it's the longer road, but the right road, and the road that has the best longevity. You know, if you follow me, it's the longer road, but it's not the longest road, but it's the road that has the best longevity. You feel me? And that's the kind of person I am, and that's how I think in terms of politics. So for sure, the friends that I have that are smart and all of that, they put power right at the top. You know what that means? That means it's just about self. And that means it's about ego. And you know what turns you off is that when you see the way they interact and treat people who are not just as smart or at their intellectual par, right? For me, that's a turn off, and I do not want to spend any more time with you, whether or not, you know, you are at my academic or intellectual level. And I don't know, is that working for me in my advantage? I don't know, because even as much as I don't agree with their values and their morals, which is a thing for me, your values, your morals helps you have a place in my life. I also want the kind of mental stimuli, and I yearn for that so much. I truly yearn for it. And I want the kind of mental stimuli where there is no reward, but then we have conversations. The other one is actively listening, the other one is speaking his mind articulately, and vice versa. And even if we don't come to an agreement, we can agree to disagree. That this is what we have placed plainly on the table. These are my views, these are your views. We cannot come to a middle ground, but I respect your views. But I don't think you're wrong. I don't think I'm wrong either. You know? I miss those. Oh my God, I miss those. I miss those. I really, oh my God, I yearn for that so much. After a day of